Tonight on Tulsa, Oklahoma News, a tragic story about the murder of young high school student Bob Shelton. He was beloved by many and was thought to be a Soch, most likely killed in Greaser territory, possibly ambushed by a group of Greasers on patrol. Here is footage from reporter Sam Spade, who was at the scene of the crime earlier today.
Hello everyone, Sam Spade here with you. I'm at the scene of the crime, in which the stabbing of Bob Shelton occurred. Also, I'd like to ask for those of you who are watching to say a prayer to Bob Shelton's family, who was devastated by this young man's death. It appears as if there is some sort of gang fight here between the Sochas and the Greasers, in which the Greasers were most likely victorious. We have a devastated friend of Bob here to tell us about him and what he meant to the rest of the Sochas.
With us here is Josh to talk about his opinion on the matter.
But Bob was such a good guy, you know. He never did nothing to harm no one. Those dirty Greasers have no respect. They should be brought to justice for this. Killing a perfectly good man just because he was on the Greasers' territory? I guess all the Sochas families will have to cope with this loss.
So as you can see, this is surely a devastating loss for the so-called Sochas who have done seemingly nothing wrong. With us is a Soch with his opinion on what will happen next within these two groups.
Well, I didn't believe it when it happened. Honestly, a murder didn't ever seem like something like that would happen. I believe that this is the start of a war. Oh man, this is awful. It wasn't even quick like with a heater.
Yeah, it seems like it was a slow, agonizing death.
A real shame, but a real eye-opener for some of us Soch folks. We were hoping for a peaceful week, but those weak-minded fools had to get up in our arms and kill a young man.
Wow, that was heart-touching. It's such a tragedy. Now, gents and ladies, before we have one last bystander who has an opinion on this.
Well, I've been listening to these stories that the Sochas tell in that bull. We never wanted to cause no harm to nobody. From the sounds of it, it sounded like a group of Sochas were in the wrong place and were stupid enough to attack some of us when they took it too far, which they always do. Someone was stabbed and the rest of them cowards took off. Us Greasers don't want to harm no one unless we need to. So clearly the Sochas are at fault here.
Well, folks, you heard it here. What do you think? Send us a letter at P.O. Box. Jerry, I told you to put the numbers on the teleprompter because I don't know what the P.O. Box is. So now I don't know what to tell them, and we're not going to get any letters. I mean, we don't have to go through them, but we won't get any letters. Send us a letter at P.O. Box ******. Thanks, Jerry. This has been Tulsa, Oklahoma News. Thanks for watching, and good night. Stay golden.